is in effect. Only the referee can stop a fight. On a fight, it cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Here we go, round number one. Sixth title defense for Nazarov. It's Nazarov with kind of the gold trim down the side of his trunks, and it's the challenger Leavander Johnson, ranked number one contender by the WBA, 26-1-1. Hails from Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the United States of America. This is his second title shot. He lost his first bid against Miguel Angel Gonzalez, his first time up. But in that fight, you know, there was a controversial ending to that fight. He was leading on most judges' scorecards. The fight was in Mexico, and all of a sudden, Miguel Angel Gonzalez got a flurry going, and they stopped the fight. And unfortunately for Johnson, he said, "What was that all about?" He's a boxer puncher. He's got a real strong punch. He always comes in good condition. And he says, "I can adapt to the style of Nazarov." His dream to be the world champion. He really does possess power in both hands. I talked to had he seen Nazarov at all, and he said, "Well, no, I haven't seen much about him." But he says, "I don't really care about my opponent's abilities. He says, I have the ability to adapt." And you see Nazarov jabbing with that right hand, fighting as a southpaw. And let's see if he stays southpaw throughout. Fought most of his career in Japan. This is his first year with the Akari's brothers. They're doing a terrific job as the French promoters. He's just, as you've seen, very busy in the ring, very fast. Straight right hand knocks Johnson back. He catches him with a good shot. He may have Levander trouble. Oh, yeah. Levander's going to hang on. His legs are starting to go. How about that? Levander's surprised here in the early going, and there's plenty of time left there. Levander get clipped again by a good left hand. And Levander's knees are really rubbery. He's in a lot of trouble here. If Nazarov can clip him again, oh, he caught him with a good shot again. Levander trying to dig down and fight back, but his knees aren't totally back yet. He's still wobbled on his legs. He was surprised in the first round by Nazarov. I'll tell you one thing, the southpaw can hit him anytime he wants with that left hand. Levander holding that right hand low, and look at the left hand there all the time. He hits him to the body, and he'll hit him back to the head again. Watch this. Levander not ready for it coming from that angle at all. Bangs him to the body again, totally defenseless from that left hand. Bang, he caught him again. The left hand is totally there for the champion, Nazarov. Nazarov to the left of your screen, working on Levander Johnson. Levander's a real good fighter, too. The only loss to Miguel Angel Gonzalez. It looks like he may be cut by the right eye, too. And that could be big trouble for Levander before this is over. Oh, big shots being landed. He tries to dig to the body. Nazarov to bang him up. But there's a good round for Nazarov. Levander Johnson has a cut by his right eye. And he has got a serious problem now defending the right side of his head, because in the first round, Nazarov just showed that he has a tremendous ability to land the left hand anytime he wants. You see Levander holding the right hand by his chin, but it's too low. He doesn't get it back behind that right ear of his, and consequently what's happening is Nazarov is banging him right to that right eye and banging him on the ear. And if he's going to knock him out, it's going to be with that left hand that'll catch him. And every time that he goes forward and Johnson steps forward with his left and throws out his left jab, he drops his right hand, making him wide open for the counter left by Nazarov. See it right there, all the time, just as clean as that. He's going to get knocked out. I'm going to tell you right now, Levander is going to get knocked out by that left hand of Nazarov. And it shouldn't happen this easy for Nazarov. Nazarov goes to the right hand. But unless Levander can adjust, he's going to get hurt here. He's already been cut in the first round. I think Nazarov doesn't stop throwing punches. This kid's a good fighter. This is the first time I've seen him. He caught him that time with the right hand. And Levander's got that wide-eyed look with the kind of eyes glass over here. What the heck have I run into tonight? Well, he's run into a buzzsaw out of Soviet Russia. It's no longer the Soviet Union, as you know. But he came from a place called Kut in the Russian state. Fought most of his career in Japan after the fall of the wall in the Soviet Union, but really wasn't suited to the culture in Japan, so he decided to go and visit the Akari's. They were able to sign him and enjoying living in Europe. Nice kid. Sakari's here. Alex Zamin works that corner. Dan Birmingham, all good guys. They've done a terrific job with their fighters. And every time they bring another one of their fighters, one of their French fighters or one of their foreign fighters over here, they tell me how good this guy is. And every time you talk to a manager, they always say how good the guy is. But these guys don't tell fibs. French guys have really put together a great program over there. Levander beginning to settle down a little bit, but it's still Nazarov's round thus far in the second round. So there's Levander trying to pick up the Levander. You see, now he gets really close to these shots. Levander's shaking his head, but believe me, as tough as he is, he can back. You better not take any clean shots to that right eye because the cut's right beside the right eye. It's not an especially good spot for lasting a long time. See how clean the shots are with that left hand and Nazarov knows it. All he has to do is avoid any heavy shot. Nice digging body shot by Nazarov. Nazarov's a good fighter. I like this kid. He's one of the best young fighters I've seen come along in a while. Because I know the type of quality opponent Levander Johnson is the bell ends round 2. All right, we're coming up to the third round of this fight. Here we go. It's the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. 135-pound division. Nazarov, the former Soviet Union. And now they're going to call a doctor, and I think to take a look at the cut by the eye. Referee, no, I guess it was a mouthpiece. Look at that square away. Conditioning could tell its toll. You see a lot of times you see water on the fighters, but this is sweat on the fighters. This building is not heavily air conditioned. There's a pretty good crowd in this building, and the fight is very, very warm under these hot lights here in Miami. Levander gets clipped again by the right hand. That's Nazarov, the champ, who took the light left from Levander Johnson. Johnson trying to settle the fight down and trying to land and tap, tap, tap with that left hand. But I'll tell you this, the hand speed of Nazarov has him fooled a bit. Nazarov has got good hand speed. Levander's got to catch him coming in with that right hand. It's going to be a long night for Levander Johnson. Nice slick foot movement by Levander. You see him dancing away. He's got to plant, try to get Nazarov to come in and clip him with that right hand coming straight in. That's the way you fight a southpaw. Look at this. Nazarov catches him with a couple of clean shots there. Levander's got to do one of two things. When a guy gets in like this, he's got to grab him and throw him into the ropes, or he's got to slide down the ropes and get out of there. He can't sit on the ropes against this guy that bangs as hard as Nazarov does. Shots by Nazarov. Levander's legs, I tell you, they're not really there. Nice left hand. How many times did you hear me say that's where it come from? Levander's going to be able to get up all right, but he's still wobbling on his legs. Clean left hand shot by the southpaw fighter. That's his power hand. And Levander's going to have trouble getting through this round now for 26 seconds to go. See these clean shots with the left hand? He hits him to the body. Levander's got plenty of heart, but his legs are gone right now. And he's not protecting like his corner said. And look at this Nazarov just having a field there right now. It's hard to believe that Nazarov can beat this guy up like this because Levander's a world-class fighter. Wow, look at this. I'll tell you, if he doesn't answer something, Brian Gary's ready to step in and stop this fight. And Levander's got that cut wide open. His legs are shot. I'll tell you, Nazarov is some fighter.
Don't get on the ropes at all. You hear me? Do not get on the ropes at all.
We'll show you the knockdown and watch. It'll be the left hand. Boom, right there. And bang, right there. Right in the chin. And they told him in his corner, you heard it clearly, And at the end of the round, the flurry here. Levander really can't hurt him. Levander's legs are still not 100%, although he's up on his toes, trying to get him back in, but they're like lead in the knees. And again, while he's trying to hold that right hand high by the exposed side of his head, he's wide open for the left hand shot. And the reason for that is Nazarov sets it up with a nice stinging jab with his right hand before he throws the left. He comes to the right and then bangs either to the body or upstage. You don't know where it's coming from. And the only way to stop it low is to bend over at the waist and get that right hand high. And Levander's not doing that. And you heard his corner tell him, and sure enough, he was victimized by it in the third round. A big right hand got him that time. Boy, Nazarov does so many things so well. Just when you're talking about the left hand, he clips him and spins his head from left to right with a right hand shot. Boy, I like this guy. He and Yuri Abashikov are the first two Russians to turn pro. He would have been on the Olympic team in Seoul, but he came down with appendicitis and was unable to contest. He's from Kyrgyzstan, you heard Jimmy Lennon Jr. say, and had to leave Kyrgyzstan with the warring factions going on there. Clipped again with that time with the right hand. And then Levander had the wherewithal because he wasn't as fatigued to hang on immediately when he get clipped. Levander tries to work downstairs. No matter what he does, it doesn't take an effect on Nazarov. Boy, of all the young guys coming along that I've seen, this Nazarov impresses me the most. I thought Khalid Raoul did a great job on Frankie Randall and his fight in Nashville. But boy, this fighter is something else. Because I know the ability of Levander. One problem with Levander, though, he's been on for a long time. 96, he had 3 fights, but his last one was in May. And when these guys have a year layoff like this without fighting, at this stage of their career, it doesn't do them anything but harm. These guys have got to fight more and stay busier. He goes in and gets a seasoned professional. Leavander tries to fight back. Johnson with his back to the rope to the right of your screen. The champion clips him with the left hand. Nazarov up on his toe. He bounces around, feints to the right, feints to the left. Tries to go straight for it. Wow, with the right hand that time. Johnson just avoiding it. Johnson tries to answer with some shots, but Nazarov just takes him on the glove. Closing seconds of the 4th round, and it's a round that Johnson did a nice job surviving, but not a round that's going to go on the scorecards as a victorious one. Look at the way Nazarov is able to slip punches. Bell ends round number 4.
Got her. Second down. Second down. Number 5.
All right, here we go. Round number 5. Bob Sheridan here, Coconut Grove Convention Center in Miami, Florida. On a warm night, and it's warm inside here, too. You know, all week down here in Florida, there's been relatively low humidity, and this is an area in the tropics that can get very humid, and it's humid tonight. And you wonder if the fighters aren't in tremendous physical condition. These guys are, they're fighting for world titles. But if they're not, this humidity down here is brutal, training, working, and fighting. And it's warm in here. Shot gets through that time, and you see the heart of Leavander as he tries to hang in there, battle back. Digs to the body. Beating to the punch that time. Oh, this is the best few seconds that Leavander has looked. Great right hand that time. Nazarov get a little bit lazy, but when he decides to pick it up, he backs up the challenger Johnson very rapidly. Johnson to the right of his screen. That's Nazarov, the champ, with a gold trim on his trunks. Right hand gets through, spins the head again of the challenger Johnson. Remember, Johnson's a world-class fighter, so for Nazarov to be leading the way he is at this stage in the fight is really surprising. They've done a nice job in the corner of Leavander. His dad, Bill Johnson, works in there, and Howard Hurt and Arnold Robbins, and they've done a nice job on that cut, which was open in the first round. Leavander doing a nice job beating him to the punch this round. If it continues this way for another minute and 14 seconds, Levander's going to win his first round of the fight. Nazarov tries to dig to the body inside. And one factor, could be the heat. I've brought it out a couple of times. They don't have this kind of heat and humidity in France. They certainly don't have it in Japan. It can be very hot in Japan at certain times. But you give Leavander all the credit in the world because he was in a heap of trouble, especially back in that third round. But through the fourth, he just got clipped there. But he did a pretty good job for 2.5 minutes of this round. I don't want to get lazy now because he's winning this round. One big shot can change that. Instead, it's Leavander who's picking up the pace here. Making Nazarov, really pay every time he comes in now. Nazarov throws up 40. This is the first round of the fight for Levander Johnson. And jab in the face again. Let's throw that right hand. There's Levander's first round of the fight. Now the question is, can he maintain it and sustain it?
Don't kick that stuff over. Second down with 6.
All right, here we go. This is round number 6, scheduled for 12. Levander Johnson trying to turn this thing around. Oh, big right hand got him that time. Wow. So I'm saying that Johnson's about ready to stage a comeback here in this fight, and all of a sudden Nazarov makes him pay. Now in the corner, Nazarov might have just decided he was going to take a round off. Levander did a nice job with the left jab in the face, followed up by rights, and stayed away from the guy pretty good when he wasn't throwing punches. Nazarov looks fresh enough already. He's got bounce in his legs. He's not throwing as many combinations as he did. And again, Levander, who hails from Atlantic City, used to fighting in Florida, used to fighting in heat and humidity. And Nazarov may not be quite so used to that. Nazarov still way out in front in this fight. He's still forcing the fight. But you see a nice job being done by Levander Johnson countering. As I say that, it's actually Nazarov coming forward and landing a shot. Nazarov trying to feed him in the corner and hold him on the ropes. And Levander fights off, and that's the way he's got to do it. And Levander gets that nice stiff jab. With the southpaw fighter, he's got to land more right hands, and the way to do that is to throw the shot straight down the middle with the right hand, just like that. You got to come right down the middle with that southpaw. Problem is, when he's throwing punches like this, it's pretty hard to execute. He's got to grab now or slide down those ropes. Otherwise, he's going to get him dropped. Referee Brian Gary watching closely. I don't know what that was all about, but he separated the two fighters anyway. It appeared that they had their hands. Saw something in there that we didn't see. Inside of a minute to go, and it's the 6th round. Evidently, Levander's hanging on behind the head, and that is illegal, and that's what Brian Gary was telling him not to do. Mention what a nice job they do here in the Florida State Athletic Commission. And this is another example of a fine referee. Look at these shots getting through here. He's going to hang on and go down on one knee or answer those punches. He may be out on his feet. Nazarov feels it, catches him with the left. He's ready to go. Finally, he doubles to the canvas. He counts up to 3 and 4. He'll be able to get up at 5 and 6. But that's the second time he's been down in the fight. Cut in the first, down in the third, down again here in the 6th. You see the time remaining. He should be able to survive this 6th round. Big shot landed there. He's got to do something. The referee has time to stop this fight. And he lets it go. The count will continue. It's up to 3 and 4. He's able to get up and make his way to the corner. He continues the 8 count. And the referee now says, Okay, he continues the 8 count. He takes the standing 8 count to make it official, and finally Johnson goes to his corner. Takes the standing 8 count to make it official, and finally Johnson goes to his corner. Wow. Down twice in that 6th round. I don't know if he can survive the 7th. I don't think he can recover from that kind of a knockdown. Watch this from the middle of the round. The first time he knocks him down, he's able to get back up. But that was a heavy knockdown. He's shaking his head, but he's hurt. And he's at the end of the round. At this stage, Brian Gary was questioning, although he knew it was a very closing seconds of the round. He had all the indications that he was ready to stop the fight because he thought Leavander might be defenseless. I'll tell you this, I would seriously consider, if I were the corner of Levander Johnson, ending this fight right now, because he's not going to win this fight. And there's no sense of taking a #1 ranked fighter like he is and sending him back out there to get beat up and knocked out, because that's what's going to happen in the 7th round.
You stay there.
He's shown that he was going to come back a couple of times. But
all right, walk that corner.
we're going to the 7th round. He seems to have the bounce back in his legs. I mean, he proved in the 5th round he could come back a bit. But I'll tell you one thing, Nazarov has got things going his way. Here we go in the 7th round. This is the WBA lightweight championship of the world, 135-pound division. The reigning champ Nazarov has it all his way. He cut Johnson the first. Big shot there. He's ready to go. And Bill Gary's ready to end this fight. He does end it. It's all over. He stops the fight. Brian Gary, nice job, and he did exactly the right thing. He wasn't going to let Levander Johnson take any more punishment. So what the corner wouldn't do, finally the referee Brian Gary did the right thing and stopped the fight. It'll be scored as a TKO win for the champion, Orzubek Nazarov. A tremendous title defense for Orzubek. This is the beginning of the round, and you watch Brian Gary. He's got his eyes right on Levander. He's not going to let him take too much punishment. Levander gets clipped with the right hand, and then look at these shots getting through. And down he goes, and at that stage, Brian said the guy really wasn't defending himself. Here it is again. It came at 17 seconds of the 7th round. And a lot of credit again to Brian Gary, the referee, who just saw 3 or 4 heavy shots landed. He was ready to step in and stop the fight if Levander didn't fall. Levander really unable to protect himself, but he had seen enough. That was the 4th time he was down. So it comes at 17 seconds unofficially of the 7th round. We'll get the official timing and the official scoring. I see that Jimmy Lennon Jr. is set, and he has the official timing, so we'll get the official word from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 17 seconds in round number 7. Our referee in charge, Brian Gary, stops the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout, successful in his 6th title defense, and still the WBA lightweight champion of the world, Orzubek Nazarov.
All right, gentlemen.
So a terrific night for the Akari's brothers, as one of their champions again retains his title. This time, Orzubek Nazarov. Terrific job. He's a terrific young fighter. I want to see more of this guy. I haven't seen enough of him. Remember, he beat a real world-class quality fighter in Levander Johnson.